So, first off, I'm not a video game critic. I'm an honest, average gamer, and these are my genuine thoughts. I think The Last of Us 2 has gotten a seriously bad rap, mostly because of the common thing that the critics are disconnected from the general audience from things like The Last Jedi, The Force Awakens, and all that kind of stuff. I just think people want that disconnect to be there because, for the most part, it is there. Especially with movies, Maybe not so much video games, except for the whole IGN thing. They give every game a 10 out of 10. But I think video games, for the most part, you can find critics that can honestly, review a game. But that's besides the point. I'm just gonna go list off a couple grievances I have that people say, which aren't true about The Last of Us 2. First thing is that at the end of spoilers, by the way, at the end of the game, Ellie loses absolutely everything, and Abby just gets away with all. She gets her revenge. She gets to live happily with someone, and survive is the most important thing. Well, first of all, Abby loses everything. She loses all of her friends that she holds near and dear, and the love of her life that she has known for years and years. She loses just as much as Ellie does, including her rippling muscles. She is beaten and tortured and starved by these slavier faction guys, which I wish would have gotten more screen time, to be honest. Uh, Also, people think Abby should have died in the end, and I think that would have done a big disservice to Ellie's arc, wherein she finds redemption. People don't think that makes sense. They say, "Oh, first I was gonna kill you, but then you bit off some of my fingers, so I decided to let you live." That's a gross misinterpretation of what happened, obviously. During the scene, she flashes back to seeing Joel on the porch playing the guitar. And in that scene, when we get the full flashback, she talks to Joel about forgiving him or trying to forgive him about the decision he made to kill all the fireflies and remove the chance of a cure ever happening for this world. She said she was going to try to forgive him, so that immediately popped in her mind. During the whole last sequence, I felt Ellie was kind of a monster. She sees this broken, disheveled, skinny, just completely different woman, and she's just relentlessly just slashing at her with a knife, slashing her arms and everything. And she goes so far as to the point where she threatens an unconscious person. Of course, this person did shoot an arrow in Tommy's leg and shoot an arrow through her partner, her girlfriend, Dina. So she's not completely innocent there. But there's a line she says where Abby says she's not a part of this, and that's the same exact thing Ellie said to Dina, but Lev intervened. She said, Abby, and don't kill Dina, this pregnant lady who has nothing to do with it. But Ellie is still willing to threaten that life, so I don't think Ellie is completely innocent here either. I think the game does a good thing to show their respective arcs and how far they're willing to go for revenge. With Abby's, her arc is about redemption, and she gains her humanity back and can move past it all. And then, right then, all of her friends are killed, and the man she loves is killed. And even then, she's able to spare Ellie's life. And that I think that means something that everyone just brushes past. And Ellie does the same thing at the very end, which I thought was necessary. Also, big thing is that it's not how Joel died, or it's not that Joel died, it's how he died. Well, I think that's a little bit of a lie. I think a lot of people are just pissed off the fact that he died, period. Now, I do agree there should have been another game before this where maybe you get to see Abby's perspective and you get more with Joel and Ellie. I think that should have been a thing, but overall, I'm fine with this. But I think a lot of people are just pissed off the fact that Joel died, and I don't think the way he died was that great either, to be honest. Mostly because he doesn't put up a fight. He is immediately incapacitated and removed from the fight, just like that. I mean, his leg gets blown off, and that's it. He just is get beaten to death. A lot of people have a problem with the fact that Tommy says, "Hey, this is my brother Joel," and they don't think they would have done that. Well, I don't think that people realize that not only had they just saved her, but in return, she had just saved them from a horde. So I think the whole fake name thing that people said that they would have used is just stupid, and just it doesn't make any sense why you would mistrust someone that you just saved and that just saved you, whole group of people. So those are my brief thoughts. So sorry if I may rambled. I didn't write anything down, but I think The Last of Us 2 gets a really bad rap, and I think the character arcs of Ellie and Abby were actually satisfying, and I liked how the game ended. They both lost everything. Abby loses all of her friends. She also loses her status in the WLF faction. I mean, she gets hunted down by them too, so let's not forget about that. They all lose everything. And also, Ellie knows where Dina is. I mean, she's back in Jackson. It's not like she's not going back there to try and talk to Dina and tell Dina that she spared Abby and she realized her mistakes and she's sorry. So I don't think that's... Yeah, I mean, it's obvious she's going to go back there and talk to them and pass that up. So it's not like she's lost everything. She's obviously going to go back to the only nearby settlement and talk to Dina and try and work it out. But I digress. Those are my thoughts. I loved The Last of Us 2. I really, really loved it. And I wish at least... I'm probably the minority here. I am the minority. I've seen all the comment sections of every video. Nobody likes this game but me. And I'm fine with that, but I just wish people... I don't want people to necessarily like it, but maybe just understand more that these aren't... you cannot like a story even if the story is good. I think this story is very good and thought out and satisfying. It's fine if you don't like it, but I don't think you can dispute that fact. All right, so thanks for listening if you watched it all, and peace.